Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube lands, it's your boy Tuglo, and today we'll be talking about the swimsuit characters, the summer characters for Danmachi Memoria Freese. We do have the eyes, Tiana with the E, it's kind of weird, Tiana, and then the seer assist, and then on the other banner we have Hestia, Tiana with the A, and then Lily. So let's go ahead and check out all of these characters. I do want to start off with the assist first, just to make it a little easier. So this assist is going to be mainly for strength. So if you got a physical team and you trying to +5 this, hey, by all means, go for it, brother. But it's going to be minus 20% strength. So if you have Paradise Mood Hestia, which she is going to be mainly a magic base type of strength debuffer, she does the same thing at +5. So if you have Paradise Mood Hestia and you're kind of like, yo, I'm trying to save some Iris, or yo, you know, let me spend it somewhere else, you know, just for this banner, or I'm not feeling too lucky, and you have Paradise Mood Hestia, do not even worry about getting the Seaside Goddess Hestia. Now, if you do not have Paradise Mood Hestia, then Seaside Hestia is fantastic. The 15% strength, that the reduction of 15% strength is nothing. That you do not sleep on it. Don't underestimate it. It is very, very good. Very helpful in Record Buster in war games, especially. It's going to be helpful in clearing story. When you go up against those super duper strong bosses, 15% strength away from them, that is going to be extremely helpful. You don't want to sleep on that. So Hestia, definitely a good pickup. Now, I believe for Seer, at +5, you got her stats there, or at +0, excuse me, you got her stats. Then at +5, she is going to really focus on endurance, but she's going to be a strength based rather than magic based. But it is for good cause, because this assist at +0 is going to be minus 15% magic, and then at +5, it's going to be minus 20% magic. Now, if you have the Onsen Mikoto, she is going to be doing the same thing, except her stats are going to be more towards strength rather than endurance and strength. It's just going to be pure strength. Like, that's the main thing, baby. At +5, she's going to do minus 20% magic. Same thing at +0 is going to be minus 15% magic. Let's go back to the Seer. Now, one thing that I will say about the Seer is that it's not going to be the most important thing in the world. People, you know, until you get to like way high up, you know, I'm talking about Hero 2, Hero 1 area, then you'll start seeing people really running the magic team. Before then, it's very rare to see a magic team, so it's not going to be extremely important. I will say this, I built a magic team, and I, like, you know, I'm countering, you know, all types of magic. You know, I'm reducing your magic, I'm reducing your strength, or your magic resist, things of that nature. And I will say this, I'm flying through Lafia's story, you know, hard, very hard, and clearing it out. It's pretty easy. But then I take a look at my physical team, and it's kind of meh, especially the assists, they're very meh. And I go through Aiza's story, and it is significantly harder. So these assists you definitely do not want to sleep on. Now, just to wrap it up, if you do not have the minus 15% strength of all foes, you'll definitely want to try for Hestia. If you don't have the Mikoto, you'll want to try for Seer, as having both of them is always a good thing. If you have something that does the same effect already, just remember, these assists are not going to be important to you. You are just trying to min-max your stats. So you're trying to min-max your endurance, you're trying to min-max your strength, anything like that, your magic, whatever the case may be. That's how it is. So depending on what your box has, will tell you, hey, you know, I got, you know, Paradise Mood Hestia, I don't need the Seaside Hestia. Or, hey, I got Mikoto, I don't need Seer. That's how we're going to approach the assists. Now let's go ahead and talk about our adventures. Since we started off with Hestia, I believe, on first, we're gonna go ahead and just do her banner. So we'll start with Lily, and I believe this is the Lily that it's gonna be talking about, the Temptations Lily Ruka. There are her stats at +0, and then here are her stats at +5. One thing to note is that she is a healer, so you know, over 1,000 magic, perfect. I do like that a lot. Now, her abilities are as follows. She does have an AoE ultralight magic attack for her special. Okay, that's different. I'll give you that. She does have for her first ability, it's a heal allies a low heal, but it does have an ailment cure. That is very, very attractive. Ailment cure being whether it be, you know, poison, charm, stun, taunt, seal, anything, you know, things of that nature. That's what the ailment cure is going to be about. Her second ability is going to be low light magic attack with a 30% sleep to a single foe, and then her third ability is going to be an AoE magic resist plus 20% for 4 turns. As far as her passives go, there's nothing that's really like, whew, that you got to take a look at. To me, she doesn't feel like a healer. I just want to make sure that I read that right. Yeah, she doesn't feel like a healer. She feels like a balanced class, if anything. Low heal, unless it's like a low heal that's written as low, but it actually does mid. You know, I don't know. I don't have her. She waifu, obviously. You know, if you're waifu hunter, go for her. Otherwise, she's not really overwhelmingly like great. She's just there, in my opinion. She's just kind of there. So I believe the other character that's going to be on this banner is going to be Tiana. There we do have her stats at +0. She's going to be a physical attacker. I do want us to remember that. And then we do have her stats at +5. Now, I know a bunch of these units have been changed and things of that nature. I don't really care about what they did differently. What we got is what we got, and that's what we gonna worry about. So her AoE, or her her special is an AoE ultra physical attack with temporary strength boost. Her first ability is going to be a single target high physical attack temporary strength boost. Second ability, a self plus 75% strength for 4 turns. We've seen that, you know, on the Grande Eve Finn. We've seen that on other people as well. I think the Grande Eyes had that as well. Maybe the Grande Bell as well. I think they both had some huge strength buff. It might not have been 75%, maybe 40%. I don't recall off the top of my head. But Tiana does have this buff, and then on her third ability, she does have the high physical with temporary strength boost and 15% stun to all enemies. Her passives, you know, she does have the ability point plus 50% toward insects. I will say that's going to be helpful in Monsterphilia. If you haven't cleared that or you're having troubles with it, don't sleep on that. That's actually really good. Aside from that, her other abilities, she's just basic, man. To put it simply, she's a basic bitch. That's all it is. You know, if she's waifu and you're a waifu hunter, go for it. Otherwise, we had Grande Eve Finn, man. I mean, yeah, she does have an AoE ability on her third one. You get 15% stun, but that's nothing that shouts to me, yo, I gotta spend 4k Iris to try to get her +5. That's not yelling that to me. That's not yelling that to me. So I'm gonna have to take a pass on that one. Now for the second banner, I believe it was Seer, Eyes, and Tione. Since we're already down here, we'll take a look at Tione. Actually, never mind, I'm gonna save her for last, because that's just juicy. You gotta save the best for last, baby. That's juicy thickness right now. Yes, sir. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. It won't be that one. It ain't gonna be that one. Is it this one? Yes! Here we go. Okay, so we do have Eyes Wallenstein, balanced type character. We can see her stats there at +0, and then we can see her stats here at +5 for a balanced type. It seems like the balanced type characters never get an S in strength or endurance. I could be wrong, but at least just from off the top of my head, it feels like most balanced types get the last 3. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Either which way. Here's her special. It is an AoE ultra light magic attack with a 30% chance to seal. It's not too bad. We do have the single target fast mid-light magic attack for her first ability. Her second ability is going to be the AoE high light magic attack with a temporary magic boost. And then her third ability is going to be a guard rate and endurance plus 30% for 4 turns. We do have these passives down here. The only one that I could see really being like, ooh, is the plus 85% magic, but balance type, she's going to need all the help that she can get. I will say this, I don't know why I have a wallet here. I did take a look at the guard rate buff that she gives. It's the same percentage that Photo gives on her heal, except with this one, you get even more tankiness. You do get the 30% endurance. I do like that a lot. This Eyes, I feel, is definitely going to be something that, you know, if you don't have Elven Awakening Lafia, but let's say you have the Traveler Lily, and let's say you have the Grande Eve Reveria, if you need someone to pump out that damage, you know, like I said, if you don't have the Elven Awakening Lafia, she is definitely going to be able to fit into that little light magic team comp. Would you put her into, like, you know, whether it be a mixed team comp or whether it be, you know, you just kind of need her for something niche? The high AoE, that is definitely attractive, especially just for the sheer fact that it's not. I would rather do a high AoE attack to one person instead of, you know, there being 4 or 5 people on the field and I can only do a high single target attack. So I definitely appreciate that. Her buffs, very good, but she doesn't scream to me, man. She's definitely like, yo, if I get her at +3, +4, +5, I ain't finna be mad. She's a very strong character. She doesn't scream out to me, yo, I need to +5 her. I gotta +5 her. She doesn't scream that out to me personally. Like I said, I'm definitely not saying she's a terrible character. Definitely strong. She's definitely a strong character. Guard rate, like I said. Endurance, like I said, fantastic. Strong damages. Cannot sleep on that. Can't underestimate that. And she got that little thick booty. So you know, you definitely can't sleep on that. Now, obviously, I did save this character for last. Tiana. There are her stats at +0. And then here are her stats at +5. She is a physical attacker. Her special is a ultra physical attack with temporary strength boost. Her first ability is going to be a single target, high physical attack with 30% chance to seal. Okay, that's cool. Her second ability is going to be an AoE mid physical attack with temporary strength boost and ailment resist -40% for 2 turns. That is very important. The reason why that's important is that this is going to mesh extremely well with your third ability. It's an AoE mid-physical attack with 50% taunt and self-endurance plus 40% for 4 turns. Now, if you don't have somebody that's curing ailments, whether it be Fells, whether it be this new Lily, I think Fells cures ailment, the new Lily, or anybody else that can cure ailments, yeah, let me just say, this character right here, screaming +5, and I'm gonna tell you why. Being able to take away -40% ailment resist on top of turning around and having an AoE taunt is something that I feel is extremely good. And here's why. You put it in war games, you put it in the record buster if it's applicable. I don't know what his stats are as far as taunt is concerned. I would assume it's invalid. But assuming that it's not invalid, then taunt basically says this: if you have AoE abilities, AoE attacks, and you are taunted on me, you are not allowed to use those AoE abilities. Now, let's say you have a character that has all AoE attacks. Guess what, brother? You ain't finna use them. You're just gonna use a little baby, normal, basic attack. So what does that mean? Let's say we're in war games, we use that second ability. I don't know what setting you would set her to. You use that second ability, bam, minus 40% ailment resist. You use her third ability, bam, let's say 2 out of 3 are taunted, alright? What does that mean for you? Let's say you got her at +4, let's say you got her at +3, +5, whatever, it doesn't matter. That means 3 of your characters will not get hit by an AoE attack, assuming that all 4 of their people have AoE attacks on their side. Now it makes it even juicier if they have 1 healer and 3 AoE attackers. You taunt 2 of the attackers, bam, you get 1 AoE attack on your whole team, and that's all it is for that entire turn. It's basically there to help you live through turns, assuming that you're able to get these taunts onto the enemy. Now, how are you going to counter that? Guess what? We got a Ganesha assist. Everybody, hey man, Ganesha taunt, blah, 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 is terrible. Who cares? It's going to be good if you're going against this Tiana. I guarantee you, you're going to wish you had it if you do face her. I personally would love to have her over any other character on this banner, not assist, character, on this banner, or on both banners. I think she's MVP, hands down, star player. I love her. Thickness ensues everywhere. She got it in the front, she got it in the back, all that good stuff. Definitely waifu for me as well, but taking all that aside, those 2 abilities working in tandem, very, very strong, and I do not believe, if you don't want to sleep on anybody out of this whole character, characters from this summoning gacha, don't sleep on Tiana. I feel she's definitely going to be very strong in a physical team, and hey, even if you potentially, for whatever whack-ass reason, put her in a magic team, and she can get taunts off, and she keeps your units alive, what more can you ask for, dude? So that's all I gotta say about these summer units, bikini units, whatever you want to call them. Definitely, man, gorgeous units, man. Thickness ensues on most of the characters. Thickness ensues, hallelujah. So guys, that's all I got for the are they both Shoreside Swimwear? Yeah, they both are. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's all I got for the Shoreside Swimwear summer story gacha characters. Let me know what y'all think about what I gotta say down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Tell me why your opinion is definitely better than mine in the comment section down below. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all on the flip side, guys. And as y'all know, that's the fat lady singing. That's the bells are ringing. And until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. God bless and peace out.